What's going on, guys? My name is Steve and we are back again here for another video today on one of this week's biggest, I'll say, and only releases. We sort of have a quiet week in sneakers in terms of what is coming out, and this weekend we have the Air Jordan 1 Retro High OG Defiant Black Gym Red. So it's the Jordan 1 that's coming out this week alongside the Air Jordan 3 Tinker in that black colorway. So these are the two Jordan releases for the week, and this Defiant Jordan 1 is the one that sort of is looking a bit more promising. More people are showing interest in this, and to me it looks a little bit better. The Tinker 3s look nice but aren't, overly exciting. These, though, the Air Jordan 1 Defiant Black Gym Red, do look pretty good. They're interesting. Not my personal favorite, but I think they have, obviously some interesting designs. The swoosh is pretty much the biggest here. The biggest thing that's driving attention to it. Aside from the colors look pretty good. But anyway, today I wanted to dive into another resale prediction for this sneaker, the Defiant Air Jordan 1. So we're going to just talk numbers, go through the release, go through what I normally do to get my opinion and resale prediction for this sneaker as well as other sneakers. So let's jump right into it here. The Air Jordan 1 Defiant Black Gym Red. So as we can see, of course, it is dropping on sneakers here. That's what I have the page up here showing. It drops tomorrow, 10 a.m. for retail price of $175. So this sneaker, of course, is primarily white, black, red, and does have a bit of yellow. So just from seeing the pictures of the outside of the sneaker, of course, it has that swoosh that's sort of, ripped off. That's the look it's kind of going for. It does remind me, and what I've seen online a lot too, is of the Sports Illustrated Jordan 1. So if someone were to have cut off that swoosh, it would look pretty similar to this, and I think that's where a lot of people's minds are. The Sports Illustrated ones are not too crazy in terms of resale prices, so when someone compares this sneaker to that, it's sort of similar, and right now resale prices are not too crazy on these, and the demand does not seem to be too high from what I've seen. A lot of people aren't even really talking about it. These and the Tinkers are sort of going a little bit lower under the radar just because maybe this week is a quieter week in terms of sneaker releases. But nonetheless, here we are taking a look at the Air Jordan 1 Defiant. So as you can see, if we pull up this picture here, you see that swoosh on the side and then the yellow on the inside. But the yellow is only on one sneaker. So it's just a very interesting and different kind of design that Jordan was going for. Even on the tongue, if you guys can see, the tongue patch and tongue itself looks a bit of a different material than your typical Air Jordan 1. So nonetheless, now that we've got an overview of the shoe, we've taken a look at it. It is dropping on sneakers tomorrow at 10 a.m. And don't quote me on it, but that is the only website that I've seen so far dropping this sneaker. So keep that in mind if you are looking to cop or potentially pick up for resale. Like, there's not many places dropping online or in store for that matter. So online, confirmed, is the Nike sneakers app, Nike.com. And that's really about it, other than your boutique stores kind of per city. So I know in my city there are a few of my boutique retailers that are getting this sneaker, as well as what I've seen online for other cities. But in terms of Foot Locker stores, that type of thing, no one's getting them in store from what I've seen. The only place is Foot Action, but if we take a look here, it's only 3 Foot Actions in the entire United States. When I looked earlier this week, the map was a lot bigger, and it looked to be almost every store, or certainly a lot of stores, but they rolled it back to only being these 3 stores via the Foot Action app. But Champs is not getting these, Foot Action is not getting these. Around me, Kicks USA is not getting them, or rather Snipes now, Villa, DTLR not getting them, so, not many places in store. Foot Action is also not dropping them online. From taking a look at their page too, at least from what I've seen now, they are not on the website. So it's just the sneakers app and maybe potentially your citywide boutique if they happen to do an online release. So if we take all that information, come over to StockX here and look at where prices currently are, where the sneakers currently trading on the resale market, and prices are not that high at all. I think the retail price of $175 is definitely taking into account, and for the fact that overall it's just not a Jordan 1 that a lot of people are looking to pick up. It's interesting, but kind of in a weird way, at least to me and from what I've seen online, what people are saying. It's just not the greatest looking sneaker. I'm not sure if I'll have it in hand tomorrow. It's probably looking like probably not, but I'll do my best to see if I can get an in-hand review. But nonetheless, if we take a look at prices right here, the highest bid for any size is a 7.5 for only $230, so not that much more over retail, all things considered. But even still, you could buy a size 9 for $215 right now, and then the bigger sizes are right around that $200 mark. So not very high. The only things are the 7 and 7.5, but those are sort of those unicorn sizes, which only really exist at the top tier level and on like the Nike Sneakers app. So, overall, there's not a ton of demand right now. That's not to say that the demand won't shoot up tomorrow. I think it will a little bit. So I would expect the price to go up a little bit tomorrow, at least on those small sizes. I don't think the big sizes will go up. I think they will either stay the same or potentially go down closer to retail price. So if anything, I would say that maybe those smaller sizes, probably 8 to maybe 9.5, really 8 to 9, would potentially hit that $250 range. But then your bigger sizes, 9.5 being the cutoff, we'll call it 10 to 13, could end up right around 200 or even a little bit closer to retail. I'll call it 200 for now. But it's a very weird release and honestly a weird kind of shoe. Let me know in the comments down below what you guys think of it, but it's certainly not my favorite. I think it's kind of cool, but that swoosh is just a little weird. But let me know your thoughts in the comments down below. Are you looking to pick this up? Is this something you are looking to pick up to potentially resell? Just let me know all in the comments down below. That basically wraps it up for today's video, though. Just wanted to give you guys a rundown of some of the release information as well as my opinions on resale for this sneaker. Like I said, broad overview of this sneaker, basically not dropping many places from what I've seen, at least right now. They'll probably be pretty tough to get, especially in those small sizes, but I don't think the demand is completely there to make it worthwhile for reselling, and I don't expect to see prices on the resale market too high in the scheme of things just because I don't think the demand is quite there. So let me know in the comments down below what you guys think. I would love to hear you guys, and as always, I appreciate all of you guys watching and viewing, also hitting those like buttons as well. That's very important, and I thank you. Other than that, be sure to hit that subscribe button if you guys enjoyed this video. I will continue to do resale prediction for all the sneakers that I can, and I think that's it. So thank you guys again, and I'll catch you guys on the next video.